So for the short that I just did, everybody, just going to go over a quick one. So I was reading into some of these. So Destrudo and Servant of Idamon are pretty good to have back. Jet Synchron doesn't really make a difference for me. I mean, for some people, depending on what decks you play, they might be good. Yatagarasu is probably the one on here I find to be the most useless. So it's Now, granted, as I was saying, the tier limit decks got everything sent to one for the Ishizu and the tier limit cards minus Rhino Heart. So they got hit pretty good. Deck still runs, but it's a lot slower than it was. Still can be used, but it's no longer, in my opinion, a tier 0. It might have been bumped down to a tier 1, possibly tier 2, depending on what you use to fill in for those cards. It really comes down to how good of a duelist you are at that point and how well you can make up for that sort of thing. And lastly, as I was saying, Artifact Scythe, Barrier Statue of the Windstorms, Tier Limit Kit Kalos, and Sprite Elf, all banned. Kit Kalos is another reason why, in my opinion, the tier limit decks are going to suffer a little, is because this just really slows it down. You lose the mill, you lose the pop to trigger off an effect of a tier limit monster, so it hurts a little bit. Sprite Elf, I mean, it was getting used in everything. I saw it used in Sprite Frogs. It was getting used in, got my locals used it in, what, I can't remember what it was called. It was another water-based deck, but it didn't have any tier limit stuff. It was, something, I can't remember. It was not fun to play around. The Sprite Elf is really there for the rank 2, and the fact of the matter, it has that on-board effect for defending what it points to from card effects. Scythe hasn't been a problem at my local, so it doesn't hurt me there that one's gone. But we have a abundance of Flunderies players, so when this comes out, it's going to really hurt them. And ignore the effective from February 13th. That's not accurate. I believe it was officially March that it's going to happen. So we still got a month. I will update if I do hear if it changes or not. But what I was looking at earlier today, it will be for next month. So just keep that in mind. So I will do regular updates on what the ban list ends up being, because they could change something from now to then. Highly unlikely, but they could add more. So all I can really say is please like and subscribe, and comment down below which one of these cards you think got the most unfair treatment as far as this ban list going. I know a lot of people love the Shizu tiers because it was tier 0, and it's getting ready to be very interesting seeing what becomes popular in the new format. So also, when you comment, if you do, comment what decks you think might be the new meta for the next format. Alright, thank you everybody. Hope you have a great night, and I will see you in the next video.